Import Exchange International.
tell you what, Roger, you did a, I know Smooth Move Bill on camera, walking up and showing off the work you have done.
Oh, my babies.
I'll tell you what, Roger came to us about, 6-8 months ago, and he had moved from New Jersey, and he told us how he wanted to open up his guitar shop, and he had all this experience with rebuilding guitars. But we talked him into coming in and helping us, take your experience, detailing and touching up guitars and everything to make them look beautiful.
There you go, yep.
Just do it on a larger scale.
Much larger scale.
Yeah, you're doing veneer work on a Hammond B3.
Who knew?
I sensed it at the beginning that you could be the guy for us. Anyway,
Throw me
folks,
right in there.
we wanted to, number one, introduce Roger and kind of show off the work he's been doing, because when those B3s got here, they didn't look like they look now. It's like these are the after shots of and the results of Roger's work. So, Roger, kudos to you.
Thank you, sir. It's been a pleasure. It always is.
Yeah, and Roger brings a personality to the shop that is unique and uplifting to the rest of us. So we appreciate you very much.
It's my wax on, wax off capabilities.
All right.
Yes. I always bring that to the game.
Yeah, so if people wanted to know how to make a Hammond organ look like this, they should go watch The Karate Kid.
There you go. And then come and visit us.
Absolutely.
Come down to Sanford and see what we have.
And is it true you use now this might be a secret, maybe I shouldn't mention it, but do you use a little beeswax?
Oh, there's always a little beeswax in there. Mm-hmm.
All right, okay.
Just a little.
Because that's a little professional secret that Roger brought into my attention, and that gives it that extra shine.
Oh, man, for sure.
Well, thanks again so much, Roger.
Yeah, thank you. I've got a great brewer back there that needs some attention. and it's looking pretty good so far. I'm going to get back in there and do my thing.
Do your thing, Roger.
Thank you.
All of you out there, let's hear it for Roger. Let's hear it for Roger. All right. Thank you, Roger. So the other thing, Grant, that we wanted to mention, and I asked you to be in this video too, to talk about the technical work that needs to be done on the inside of the organ, and how it doesn't matter how beautiful the organ is, because this number 589 is not as beautiful as the other organs you saw at the beginning of this video. And we didn't want to raise the price by refinishing it, but do you find that you do the same internal work on something that's not as attractive as you would do on something that's more beautiful?
Absolutely, yeah. We have quite a long list of things that we test for and check to make sure they're in good working order. And if they're not, of course, we repair them. We have a list of things that we do regardless of how good of working order it is in. We replace them as a preventative measure. But for instance, this number 589 that you're looking at here sounds fantastic, and a lot of that is, of course, how you're playing. But it's got great tone, lots of growl. When you push it, it sounds as good or better than any other organ in here. But the furniture is not in the most pristine condition. The finish is not original, and so it's more modestly priced. But all of those gorgeous ones that you just saw, that Bill showed you there, that Roger has done, those are going to get the same treatment or even more that this one got. It just all depends on what's happening inside the organ when we get it. But typically, if you get an organ that has beautiful furniture, the inside is not so dirty. It hasn't been in a barn. It hasn't, there's no rust, and so we have a bit better luck as far as what we have to do internally. But
that's an excellent point you make, because we go to great effort to find the best ones that we can possibly find, often from the home or the living room of the original owner, or sometimes a granddaughter or grandson might sell us an organ that their grandfather or grandmother owned, but it's always been sitting in this living room. Sometimes you'll see a little sun fading because it sat in front of the picture window for years and years, a little bit of UV sun fading, but to me that's just a badge of honor almost for these organs, and that can be corrected with some color shooting, but usually we just leave it alone and not try to add to the price. But I guess one of the main points we wanted to make here today is we have beautiful instruments and we highly recommend them, because generally they will have far less hours of use. So the price of these organs depends upon the condition of the cabinetry and the hours of use, which are kind of defined by how much wear and tear you find on certain parts of the organ.
Sure. This one, for instance, as you pointed out the other day, we brought it out to the showroom floor for Jim to start testing out, and he immediately said, well, these keys are not going to do, they're far too loose. And I said, well, yes, this organ was definitely used quite a bit, and we weren't sure if that was going to be permissible or not, but once a seasoned pro sat down at the organ, we realized, yes, of course those keys are going to be too loose. So we replaced all the key combs, and that's one of the benefits we have here of our 55 years of experience and amassing parts. We have all kinds of things to fix these organs in our back area that nobody else has.
We've collected a lot of parts over the years so that we can be prepared to give our warranty. Mm-hmm. Once Grant, Smooth Move, Bill do their technical work, and it comes out here to the showroom for Randolph and me and other musicians to sit down and play and test, it's all part of quality control, so that ultimately by the time you get an organ delivered, we can feel very comfortable knowing that this organ is going to be long-term reliable. What we're trying to do here, Grant, is take a 50 or 60-year-old organ, change all the parts that need to be changed, because we know which parts aged and are traditionally aging. So sometimes you might change 90 or 100 or more parts just to get everything the way I want to hear it, and so that it's long-term reliable. And then it could be in our showroom for weeks or months at a time until someone says, oh, I like that 589. It's a 1958. That's the year I was born. You know, there's certain sentimental attachment that people have to these things.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
So Grant, what we'll do is, I think we've covered most of what we wanted to cover, except for the fact that we will soon be making a trip from Florida to New York. And during that trip, we have to go to Brooklyn, and we hope to find other organs that we can bring home with us. We hope to maybe drop something off in Virginia, North Carolina. But if the truck is not full yet, so if you want one of these organs and you want to get it to your place within the next 4 to 6 weeks, give us a call, because we're going to be heading your way very soon. And that's what we like to do. Like last week, the truck was out in Texas. In fact, they're out there today, aren't they?
Yeah, they're on their way back from there.
They're on their way back from Texas. So Randolph and DJ, they're out there getting the job done, and we're here trying to get the job done. Roger cleaning them up, and Grant and Bill going through the electronics, and me coming out here and saying, hey, you missed the spot. I'm in charge of nitpicking around here, and I'm proud of it, because I want everything to be perfect as it can possibly be, and as reliable long-term as it can possibly be. So if you see something here you like, let us know. We're also doing a pre-order program. So the organs that you just saw that are lined up with the year and the company reference number, the company reference number is a 3-digit number, and when you call, you can refer to that. Say, I really like number 589, save that one for me, I'm going to send you a $1,000 deposit just to hold it for me until I get my funds together. Pre-order is where you put something on reserve, and then we can start getting it ready for you. Because all those beautiful organs, you guys haven't worked on yet.
Not yet.
We just cleaned them up, so when you start working on them, you have something of beauty to work on, and we have a general idea that we have a beautiful instrument. Now we just have to make it sound great. Sound great, make it long-term safe and reliable, ground it, fuse it, all that cool technical stuff that you guys are doing back there really adds to the long-term enjoyment of these instruments. So I think that's about it, unless you want to add something, Grant?
No, I think we said it all.
Okay, so maybe I'll just play a little bit more, and Bill can come in and take a look at the keys on this. They're beautiful. And when the video's done, Grant, I want you to come back here and just adjust this one drawbar. It's a little tight, okay? I noticed that when I was playing, and that's the kind of thing we do during quality control. We don't want to get a call later on from someone saying, hey, you know that third drawbar, that was a little tight when you delivered it. We want to avoid that. Thank you, Grant.
Sure thing.
Thanks for watching our video, and thank you also for helping keep the Hammond Tone Wheel B3 organ alive. We couldn't do all this work that we do here without you. And it would also help greatly if you could subscribe, like, ask for notifications for when we have new videos. That would be a big help for us. So we thank you once again. I'm signing off for now, but we will be back.